Hey everybody, Born Again Jeeper here, and I'm here to do a review of my new Kala Travel Soprano Uke. Right here you can see it. It is the Thinline style, body style, so it's only 1.25 inches near the neck and 1.5 inches at the tail. It's a solid spruce top, so that's why it looks very light colored. And the back and sides are both a flamed maple laminate. It's not solid wood, it's a laminate. You can see it's nicely book matched there, a crease down the middle. And the sides are very pretty. They almost have a hologram-like quality when you look at them in the natural light. It's got this very pretty binding on the tail and around the edges. I suspect it's maple. It's in between the side and back color and the top, so it's a little bit lighter, you can see there. 12 frets on your regular, I assume it's an ebony fretboard, maybe rosewood, I don't really know. And the cool thing is it's got a compass here in the headstock. You got sealed tuners, nickel with plastic faux ebony tuners, and pretty little triple ring binding around the sound hole, which is most certainly a decal. You can see there in the inside it's a Kala, of course, and right there at the top, Kala brand. So enough blabbering about what it's made of, let's get on to playing it. I have it tuned up to D tuning, which is A, D, F sharp, B, which is my preference for a soprano uke. However, I keep this one actually tuned to the normal C tuning, G, C, E, A, because I think it handles it just fine for some reason. It's strung with Aquila strings. Let's hear how it sounds. So, fun little thing to play. It sounds phenomenal, which all the reviews prior to mine also indicate. It's very, 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 very loud. Surprising for its thin size. But the solid soundboard, the top piece right here, I think has a lot to do with that. When you hit it, you can hear how drum-like it is. It's extremely thin. I think out of all my ukes, this is the thinnest top tube. So what I'm going to do now is compare it to another small-bodied uke that I have, but here, one more time. That thing just resonates the whole time I put it down. Okay, this is Ohana Sopranino. It's smaller in body size, but thicker, like a regular uke. This is the smallest of small ukuleles. I decided to compare it to this one because this mahogany instrument has a small volume, like the Kala would have a small volume, but in a different way. So here it goes. Back to the Kala. So the biggest difference between the two, and it has to do with the size of the soundboard, is that the Kala has an enormous amount of sustain. Soprano instruments tend to not have as much sustain, but I'm surprised how much sustain there is on this Kala Soprano Travel Uke. The Sopranino dies off pretty instantly. It gives a really plunky sound, which I like for bluegrass music because it's sort of reminiscent of a banjo. But this one compared, I have another soprano uke that's a Kamaka, and this Kala is actually better. And I won't waste time comparing the two, but the Koa uke is not even as loud as this Kala. Overall, you could probably hear that the sound quality is pretty bright, which is no surprise. Spruce is the brightest of bright as far as sound woods are concerned on the top. But it's really full sounding, it's not plunky at all. In fact, the mahogany sopranino that I just played is actually plunkier. But I've had a blast playing this one so far. The only downside to it that I've noticed thus far is that the headstock, maybe a product of Sealed Geared Tuners, is really, really, really heavy. But the wood also seems to be super heavy, thus making this one a little bit on the unbalanced side. But I don't mind that so much. I pinch my ukes pretty hard against my chest when I play. So it doesn't make much difference to me. I've never had any trouble holding it. But some people might complain about that. And again, I guess that's an argument for friction tuners, but I hate friction tuners with a passion. I'm a backpacker and canoeer. Actually, that's my job. I lead outdoor trips, and as part of my trips I like to play uke for people, as you might see in some of my other videos. And this one will definitely go with me because it is so incredibly small. It's also reasonably inexpensive. You can get the non-limited edition one. Like I said, this is the limited one because it's got flame maple. The non-limited edition one is only around $150, even a little less some places. This one's more like $200, and I got this one from Music Guy Mike, which means it was set up with Achilles strings, and the action was adjusted in the setup, of course, and it plays like a dream. He read my mind. The action is exactly where I like it. So, I'll play you out. This is a preview of my new song. Thanks for watching, and take it easy.